Hello, everyone, and welcome to English Every Day, the podcast. I'm Mary.
And I'm Luke. Thanks for joining us. Today, we have a very practical topic. We're going to talk about visiting a restaurant in an English-speaking country.
That's right. Going out to eat is a fun experience, but it can feel a little scary if you're not sure what to say. So today, we will give you the simple, easy phrases you need for the whole experience, from start to finish.
Exactly. We want you to feel confident. So, let's start at the very beginning. You walk through the door of the restaurant. What happens first, Mary?
Well, usually someone called a host or hostess will greet you. They'll probably say hello or hi, welcome, and you can just say hello or hi back. It's that simple.
Just a simple hi. Now, after the greeting, they need to know if you have a reservation. A reservation is when you call the restaurant before you go to save a table.
Right. So if you have one, you can say, I have a reservation under Mary. You use the word under and then say your name.
That's a great point about the word under. It might sound strange, but it just means the reservation was made using that name. So you would say, I have a reservation under Smith, or whatever your last name is.
Exactly. But what if you don't have a reservation? That's also very common. In that case, you need to ask if they have a table available.
Right. You can ask, do you have a table available? Or you can just say how many people you are with. For example, a table for two, please.
A table for two, please, is perfect. It's polite and simple. Then the host might ask a question to confirm. They might say, how many in your party?
And the word party here doesn't mean a celebration. It just means group. So, how many in your party means how many people are in your group.
Yes, that's a key word to know. So if they ask how many in your party, you can just answer with a number, 2 or 4, for example.
Okay, so after you've told them how many people, one of two things will happen. If they have a table, the host will say something like, right this way, please. This means follow me.
Right, and you just follow them to your table. But what if the restaurant is very busy, Luke?
Good question. If they are busy, they might say, your table will be ready shortly. Shortly means in a few minutes. Or they might be more specific and say, there will be a 15-minute wait.
A wait is the time you have to stay before you can get your table. You can just say, okay, thank you, and wait where they tell you to.
All right, so now we are at the table. The host has led you to your seat. What happens next?
The host will give you the menu. That's the book with all the food and drinks. They'll say, here are your menus. Then they might say, your server will be with you shortly.
Your server is the person who will take your order and bring your food. It's another name for a waiter or waitress. And there's that word shortly again, which means soon.
That's right. So you sit and you look at the menu. Soon your server will come to the table. Usually the first thing they ask is about drinks.
They might say, can I get you something to drink? Or what can I get you to drink?
And ordering drinks is very easy. There are two great phrases. You can say, can I have a water, please? Or you can say, I'd like a coffee, please. I'd is short for I would.
Both are perfect. Can I have and I'd like are very polite and very common. You just add the name of the drink and the word please. So, I'd like a lemonade, please.
It's that simple. Now, sometimes the server asks about drinks, but you haven't decided on your food yet. Maybe you need more time.
Right. The server might ask, are you ready to order? If you are not ready, that's okay. You can say, could we have another minute, please?
That's a very polite way to ask for more time. Could we have another minute, please? The server will say, of course, or no problem, and come back later.
Okay, so let's say you are looking at the menu and you see something you don't understand. It's perfectly fine to ask questions.
Yes. For example, you can point to an item on the menu and ask, what is this? Or if you want to know what is included with a meal, you can ask, what comes with this?
What comes with this is a great question. For example, if you order a steak, it might come with vegetables or potatoes. Asking that question helps you know what you are getting.
What if you don't know what to choose? The menu is big and everything looks good. You can ask for help.
You can ask the server for their opinion. A simple way is to ask, "What do you recommend?" This means, "What do you think is good?"
Or you could ask, "What's popular here?" to find out what most people order and enjoy. The server will usually be happy to tell you about their favorite dishes.
Okay, so you've looked at the menu, asked your questions, and you are ready to order your meal.
Yes, the phrases for ordering food are just like the ones for ordering drinks. You can use "I'd like," or you can say "I'll have," which is short for "I will have."
Right, so you can say, "I'd like the chicken sandwich, please," or "I'll have the pasta, please." Both are polite and clear.
Sometimes, when you order, the server will ask you a question to give you a choice. For example, they might say, "Would you like fries or salad with that?"
This is very common. These small dishes that come with your main meal are called sides. You just choose one and answer. You can say, "Fries, please," or "I'll have the salad, please."
There might be other questions about how you want your food cooked. This is very common with steak and eggs.
Yes, with steak, the server will ask, "How would you like that cooked?" The choices are about how pink the inside of the meat is. The main ones are rare, which is very red inside, medium, which is pink inside, and well done, which has no pink.
Right, and you just say the word, "Medium, please." For eggs, they might ask how you want them. Common choices are scrambled, which is mixed up, or fried, which has the yellow yolk whole.
These are great examples. Don't be afraid to ask the server to explain the options if you don't understand.
Hey Luke, I think this is a good spot to take a quick pause. To our listeners, if you're finding this episode helpful, we would really appreciate it if you could take a moment to like, share, and subscribe to our podcast.
That's right. Following our channel helps us create more content like this for you. Thanks for listening. Now, let's get back to our restaurant conversation.
Okay, so we've ordered our main course. What if we want to make a small change to our order? For example, maybe you don't like a certain ingredient.
That's a great point. This is called making a modification. You can say, "Can I get that without onions?" Or, "Could I have the dressing on the side?" On the side means you want the dressing in a small cup, not on the salad.
Those are perfect phrases. Being polite makes a big difference. Using "can I" or "could I" is always a good idea.
Now for a very important topic, allergies or dietary needs. It's very important to communicate this clearly.
Absolutely. If you have an allergy, you must tell your server. You can say, "I have a peanut allergy. Does this dish contain peanuts?" Be very direct and clear.
Or if you have a dietary preference, like being vegetarian, you can ask, "Do you have any vegetarian options?" This is a very common and normal question to ask.
Okay, great. So the order is in, the food arrives, you are eating your meal. At some point, the server will probably come back to the table.
Right. They will do a check-in to make sure everything is okay. They will ask something like, "How is everything?" or "Is everything tasting good?"
If everything is good, you can give a simple, positive answer. "It's great, thank you," or "Everything is delicious, thanks."
And this is also a good time to ask for anything you might need. For example, your water glass might be empty, or you dropped your fork.
Yes, you can say, "Everything's great. Could I have some more water, please?" Or, "Could we get some ketchup?" Or, "Excuse me, I dropped my napkin. Could I get another one?"
Using "could I" or "can we" is perfect. It's polite and effective. But what if there's a problem? What if your food is cold or it's not what you ordered?
This can feel uncomfortable, but it's important to speak up politely. You can get the server's attention by saying, "Excuse me," then you explain the problem calmly.
Exactly. For example, if your food is cold, you could say, "Excuse me, I'm sorry, but my soup is cold." Starting with "I'm sorry" makes it softer and more polite.
That's a great tip. Or if you received the wrong food, you could say, "Excuse me, I think I may have gotten the wrong order. I ordered the chicken, not the fish." Most restaurants are happy to fix a mistake.
Yes, being polite is the key. Okay, so we finished our delicious meal. Everything was great. Now it's time to pay.
But wait, Luke, what about the best part of the meal, dessert?
Of course, how could I forget? After the server clears your main course plates, they will often ask if you're interested in dessert or coffee. They might ask, Did you save any room for dessert? Or can I interest you in our dessert menu?
Right, the server won't usually bring the bill automatically. You have to ask for it. You can say, "Could we have the bill, please?" Or, "Can I have the check, please?"
What's the difference between bill and check?
Good question. They mean the same thing. In the United States, people say check more often. In the United Kingdom and many other places, people say bill, but everyone will understand both words.
That's useful to know. So the server brings the check. When you are ready to pay, you can put your credit card in the folder with the check. If the server is nearby, you can also ask, "Can we pay by card?"
One last situation. What if you're with a friend and you each want to pay for your own food?
Ah, yes. This is called splitting the bill. You can ask the server, "Can we split the bill?" Or, "Could we pay separately?" The server will then create 2 separate checks for you.
And that's it. You've successfully navigated a restaurant meal in English. We've covered a lot of phrases.
We have. I think it would be helpful to put it all together now. How about we do a quick role play? I can be the host and the server, and Mary, you can be the customer.
I love that idea. It will be a great way to hear how a full conversation sounds. I'm ready.
Okay, let's begin. You just walked into the restaurant. Hello, welcome to the English Everyday Cafe.
Hi, a table for one, please.
Of course, right this way. Here is your menu. Your server will be with you shortly.
Thank you.
A moment later. Hello, my name is Luke, and I'll be your server today. Can I get you something to drink?
Yes, I'd like a sparkling water, please.
Excellent choice. Are you ready to order your food, or would you like another minute?
I have a quick question. What comes with the grilled fish?
It comes with rice and steamed vegetables.
That sounds perfect. I'll have the grilled fish, please.
Great. I'll be right back with your water and put that order in for you. Here is your grilled fish. Enjoy your meal.
Thank you. It looks delicious. Excuse me?
Yes? Is everything okay?
Yes, it's wonderful. Could I just have a slice of lemon for my fish, please?
Of course. I'll bring that right out for you. How was everything?
It was excellent, thank you. Could I have the check, please?
Right away. Here you are. I can take that for you whenever you're ready.
Thank you. And puts card in folder.
I'll be right back. Here you go. Thank you for coming. Have a wonderful day.
You too, thank you. And scene, that was great, Luke.
That was fun. And you see, it was a smooth, simple conversation. All the phrases we talked about were there.
Yes, and the most important thing is to be polite and not be afraid to ask questions. People are almost always happy to help.
That's the main takeaway. Practice these simple phrases and you will feel much more comfortable and confident the next time you go to a restaurant.
Well, that's all the time we have for today's episode of English Every Day. We hope you found it useful.
If you have any ideas for topics you'd like us to discuss in the future, please let us know in the comments section. We love hearing from you.
Thanks for listening, everyone.
Goodbye for now.